ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dipples Marble League Season 1, where we're all set to begin our second event. So, following on from Event 1, we can see that we have Autumn Rush leading the teams in first place, with Team Jovian in second and Forest Flies in third, with very strong performances from those teams in the elimination funnels. Today, we have a time trial track that our 16 marbles will be racing down as quickly as possible, with 25 season points going to the fastest team, with gradually reducing points being awarded to the other team based on final standings. So as you can see, this track loops around 3 points, with varying quick and slow sections, with a very simple goal for our teams of being the fastest to reach the end. So we'll be running in reverse leaderboard order, and starting with Amphitrite for C Squad. So we see Amphitrite take off from the starting blocks as we move down the track. Once we get about halfway through the track, as we round the first section coming up here, we'll get our split time, currently at 11.183 seconds. So that has no context at the moment, and we will get updates based on this result, with Amphitrite finishing at 22.050 seconds. So it looked like a decent time to me. We didn't see too many slow sections, but we won't know until we compare it to some of the other teams. So next up we have Buzz, being represented by Hornet, moving down the track. This looks fast, very quick through those turns, holding a lot of speed in those, even in those slower sections as we approach the timer. Yes, we're a quarter of a second faster than C Squad. As they approach the final turns, will they hang on to that lead? Will they extend it out? 21.200. So that is a very quick time. That is very quick. That is almost a second faster than C Squad were. So Buzz sitting comfortably in first currently. We've got Luna from Werewolves starting now, moving down the track. Does not look as quick as Buzz, but not too slow. Oh, looking a little slower through those turns there. So we're at 0.417 behind Buzz currently. To the final section of the track. Oh, very slow turn there at the top. Leaves Luna with a 22.550, putting them in third place. So third out of three there. We'll move back to the top with Jardis representing Ice Creams. Nice speed through the turns there. Hold speed quite well into there. Yes, Jardis is currently the fastest by 0.067 of a second. We have 21.166 for Ice Cream, so that puts them into first place. A very quick run there. Very quick run indeed. Beating out Buzz by 0.034 of a second. We've got Raj from the Tigers moving down the track now. Oh, very quick around that turn. Look at the speed that Raj is holding here. Through the slower section, and holds that speed 0.283 faster than the Ice Creams currently. This is a very quick time. Very fast through those final turns. I think we're going to see a good time here. And we do, breaking the 21-second barrier comfortably with 20.433 seconds. That is a very quick time. Very, very quick time there. We see Cat representing the Commandos now. Not so quick out of the gates. Picking up some speed. It is looking fairly slow. Oh, slows down a lot through that wiggle in the middle as we see 0.4 seconds behind the Tigers currently. As they enter the final turn, it is 21.383 seconds. That will put the Commandos in fourth place out of 6 currently. So not a bad result. Not a bad result at all. Less than a second behind the leader. As we see Pops, the old man from the retirement home, making his way down the track. He's not moving like an old man, though. That is a decent amount of pace he's got going. Quite quick through that little turn there. He's only 0.067 behind the Tigers. Look at the speed on that little bend there. Can he catch up? Oh, a little slow around that bend there might hurt the time. It's 20.683 seconds, but that is enough for a comfortable second place with a quarter of a second behind the Tigers. I'm just going to show how quick that time was from Raj representing the Tigers. We've got Eel up next, representing the Long Bois. It's a reasonable run. It's not particularly fast. We see the slowdown wasn't too bad. 0.55 behind the Tigers. Approaching the final section now. Not too bad towards the end there. We see 21.433, exactly 1 second behind the Tigers, putting them in 6th place out of 8. So the Long Boys will not be too happy with that. But at least they're not in last place. So now that we're halfway through the event, we have a look at our leaderboard. We see the Tigers with a commanding lead there, a quarter of a second over the retirement home. We got Ice Queens, Buzz, Commandos, Long Boys, C Squad, and Wolves. So moving into our 9th round, we see Andromeda from Team Intergalactic. Not a quick start there from Andromeda. A lot slower than some of the other teams through that section. Very slow through that bend. We see 1.1 seconds behind the Tigers already, which is not boding well for them. They're already well past the Tigers' time, putting down a 22.716, placing them currently in last place with a significant gap up to 8. So now we see KD, the representative for the Meanies, leaving the starting block around that first and second bend. A bit of pace through that second turn. It's looking good for KD here. That is the slow section. It was quick. It's 0.05 seconds behind the leader. So that's a very quick time. Can she pick up pace here? Quick around that final turn with a slight slowdown. It is 20.666, which is less than a quarter of a second behind the Tigers. So it puts them into 2nd place, just beating out retirement home by 0.017 seconds. The Kitties now with Nip about to take off from the starting blocks. Oh, that is a slow first turn, a very slow first turn. Oh, a big slowdown after that second turn as well. This is not looking good for the Kitties. Nip needs to make up a lot of time here. 1.683 seconds behind. It did look a little quicker through that section. Now we're in the final bit. Oh, that is slow. Very slow again. It's a 24.016 for the Kitties. Be very disappointed in that. Over 3.5 seconds behind the leader, leaving them well and truly in last place currently. We move back to the top and we see Cake representing Sweet Stuff. We are moving down the track. Not too quick there, but picking up pace. Nice turn. Or a big slowdown through that wiggle in the middle. We're 0.35 behind, so not that far behind. Very quick around that corner, but a slow down on the straight, interestingly. Very slow through that final corner. We see 22.066, putting them in 9th place, 1.633 behind the leader. They'll be very disappointed with that, given how well they started off. They give up that time right at the end. So we see Juliet for Enamoured, leaving the starting block now. Reasonably quick through those first turns. Holding pace quite well. Quite quickly through that slow section, but it's 0.650 behind the Tigers. Can they do better than Sweet Stuff in this final section? Around the final bend, it looked quite good there. It's a 21.483. That leaves them in 6th place, 1.050 seconds behind the Tigers, and a lot better than Sweet Stuff. There's a good finish there from Enamoured. So now we see Forest Flyers and Amazon leave the start gate. Not too bad a start. Holding speed quite nicely. Let's see how Amazon fares through the slower wiggle section. That is very quick. That's 0.017 seconds behind the Tigers. Very quick through that turn, but a slight slowdown. It is going to be neck and neck between the Tigers and Forest Flyers. Ooh, a little slow through that final turn. It's 21.4 seconds. So that is a huge slowdown after that split. Dropping all the way back to 7th and almost a second behind the Tigers. That is very surprising from Forest Flyers there, not finishing how they wished. So now we see our 2nd place from last round, Team Jovian and Callisto. That is an incredibly slow start. Pick up pace now. Oh, that is still very, very slow. We are 1.733 seconds behind the leader already. That is so slow currently. This is not good from Jovian, who are dominant in the funnels round, but very unlucky not to win it. We see them with a 24.183. So from 2nd place in the last event to now currently sitting in the last place, 3.750 seconds behind the Tigers. Callista will be very unhappy with that performance as we move to our final racer, Autumn Rush and Leaf. Nice start out the gate from Leaf there. Holding pace nicely, a lot better than Jovian did. So this is our winner from the last event. They are currently 0.85 seconds behind the Tigers in this event, so it'll be very hard pressed for them to catch the Tigers. So we enter the final section, around that final bend, and we get a 22.366, leaving them in 12th place, almost 2 seconds behind the Tigers, which means that we have our winner. It's the Tigers with an incredible score there. The Tigers take out first place with 20.433 seconds. The Meanies in second with 20.666. And the Retirement Home take third place with 20.683. Congratulations to our winners, the Tigers, as well as all the other teams who participated. Congratulations to Autumn Rush and the Tigers, both tied first place with 1 win each in the overall standings. We hope you enjoy Event 2 of the Dipples Marble League and look forward to seeing you for Event 3, which is coming soon, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and best of luck to your team this season. Have a good night.